Stephanie with My Time Fitness, and welcome to day 17 of our 28-day challenge, our hip mobility routine. So this is a longer workout. It is not the most fun, but it's very important, especially if you feel like your hips are, tight or tense, or you can't get deep into certain exercises. This will be great for you, especially if you implement it, or at least a few of these exercises in your weekly workout routine. You won't need anything at all besides a mat. We do have some floor work. Our first circuit is standing, and our second is on the floor. If you haven't, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button, and you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon. Let's get into it. All right, we're gonna start off with a knee hold on that left side. Just come bring up that knee. Press gently towards yourself. If you need to, you can hold on to something stationary. These are longer intervals. We're holding for 50, rest for 10. So if you need to put it down for a second, go ahead and do so, and then bring it back up there. Like I said, this is not the most fun. So you may want some motivating music to help you get through. It is good for the balance though. Shake it out if you need to. Next up, we're gonna hold that same leg, but out to the side. So bring it up and out. Again, very gently here. Make sure you're listening to your body. Make sure you're breathing. Next up, we're going to switch to our right side. Shake it out. You definitely need to. My legs are a little sore today. And bring up that right leg. Next up, we're going to switch to bringing that leg outwards. All right. I honestly may put some music over this. Bring that leg outwards. It's a little quiet. Next up, we're going to get into hip rotations. We'll split the interval. Check out those legs. Comfortable stance here, and just move just all throughout those hips. nice and slow. Switch directions. Next up, we have a hip flexor stretch on our left side. You're going to come forward with that left leg, step back with that right. Kind of bend that front knee, get that right foot heel on the ground if you can, and just press forward. You're really gonna feel it. You can come out of that stretch a little bit and lean back into it. Next up, we're just going to switch to that right side. Shake out those legs. Right foot in front, left foot in back. This actually feels really nice on the calves too. Oops, losing my balance. If you need to, again, you can hold on to something stationary here. Next up, we have a squat. That squat position. And sit back in your chair and back up. If you want to take it a little lower, please do so. Like I said, my legs are a little sore still, so I won't be taking it to the basement, that is for sure. Take your time here. Next up, we have a side lunge on our left. A couple more exercises. Then we can get a quick water break, and then we'll be on to our floor circuit. So right feet here, toes showing outwards, and we're just going to stick to that left side. Again, take it as low or as shallow as you need to. More than halfway. We're going to switch that right side. Stay here and stick to that right. Definitely warming up though. way. All right, we're finished with that. Go get a quick drink of water and come back for our floor circuit. All right, we're getting into that floor circuit. We're gonna start off with a frog stretch. So you're gonna come bring those feet outwards towards your mat on those knees, and you're gonna come sit back and move forward. Very slight range of motion, especially depending on how tight those hips are. That may feel a little awkward having your feet along the ground as well. If you want to, you can bring those feet up like this. Just come sit back and forward, and more of that child pose position. Next up, we have a kneeling lunge on our left. So we're gonna come up with that left foot up and rest on that right knee. Just really try and press into that left leg as much as possible. If this is uncomfortable like this, you move that arm on the inside as well. Again, listen to your body. Don't press in too hard. If you can come out a little bit, you can, and then press back in. Next up, we have a modified pigeon on our left. Bring that left leg in front of you. Have that right leg extended out behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Down to the floor. As you get a deeper stretch, you can move that leg a little bit gently. If this is too much for you, just stay in that higher position. Next up, we're going to switch into that kneeling lunge on our right side. Switch it out for that right side. I honestly needed this because my hips are definitely feeling a little tight as of late, so I definitely needed this. Switching to that modified pigeon next. Bring that leg up in front of you. while stretching. Separate sides, that one side may feel a little more tight than the other. That's okay. So we're doing both sides. You may need to take one side easier than the other, but if you keep adding these types of stretches with your cool downs during the week, you'll definitely feel them not be so tense and tight. And you may have some more flexibility as well. Next up, we have a butterfly stretch. Oh, I forgot to move down. Next up, we have a butterfly stretch. Keep on that. Bring those feet close together. Sit up nice and tall and try and press those legs down. Easier said than done, but as long as you do feel that pressure pushing them down, you'll feel it all throughout those hips. You're already done. Next up, we have a traveling butterfly. We're going to come sit up tall, stick up those legs. Your hands down by your sides, you bring those feet up together, and then bring them down for a butterfly, back up together, and extend them back out. Next up, we have 90s. So for those 90s, you're gonna kick off those legs to one side, make a 90 on both for a couple of seconds. And I'm gonna switch off to the other side for a couple of seconds and just keep a 90 on both of those knees. Towards that side as well. And then you really feel it in those hips. Next up, we have a sideline quad stretch on our left. So we're on that on our side. In a comfortable position. You're going to grab that left leg, bring that foot up towards your glute. Really press forward through that pelvis. Next up, we're going to switch to that right side, and then we are finished. All right, switch to that left side. So we can stretch that right. long in that foot either because you don't want to hyperextend your knee. It for our hip mobility routine. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I know it's not the most fun workout. You know, it's kind of tedious and long and maybe a little bit boring, but it is important, and it's really good for you too, especially if your hips are feeling tight or tender, or you just don't feel like you're getting that stretch or that flexibility that you're looking for. It'll really help if you start to implement these types of stretches into your weekly workout routine. It's very important. I honestly need to do it more myself, but it's kind of hard when I'm constantly filming every day. I don't get to do, you know, I don't really have a strict schedule like I usually would, but that's why I'm here, for you to do these types of routines, these stretches, so you feel good. But other than that, I really hope that you enjoyed this. I can't wait for day 18 tomorrow. We're getting so close to the finish line. I'm really hoping that you're enjoying the challenge so far. If you have, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback. Other than that, hit that like and that subscribe button, and you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon. I'll see you tomorrow for day 18. Thank you for working out with me.